I'm going to talk to you about 4 strategies for income diversification. There are actually more strategies, but I just want to go over the 4 basic sort of classifications. So the first strategy is to sell your own informational products to your existing patients. Now, I want you to think about this. If you were to remove the amount of education that you do during a treatment, if you remove that time that you took to educate patients about recipes or diet or stretches or things like that, if you took that out of the treatment room and just did acupuncture, what would happen? You would be able to increase the number of patients you see per day because that education piece could be referred to them in some other way. And I'll get into all the different ways later. But I want you to think about it this way. And in fact, what you can do is kind of do an inventory, write down the types of things that you talk to your patients about or you teach them. And some of you will be able to identify this right away because you have certain types of patients that you see. So if you are seeing fertility patients and you're giving them very specific information about what they need to know during their cycle, I mean, it's completely different, the first part of the cycle versus the second part of the cycle, and the type of testing that they're doing and the apps that they're using. I mean, it's so very specific, the amount of information that you're providing. So if you took that out of the treatment room and you taught them that they were only coming to you for acupuncture, then your treatment times would probably decrease by half. For patients that you see maybe for pain or migraines or things like that, maybe you would decrease the amount of time by 3/4. I'm sorry, by a quarter. So my point to you is that that time that you're using and you're taking up educating your patients, if you take it out of the treatment room and just do acupuncture during that treatment time, then what you can do is you can actually see more patients per day. And guess what? You've just given yourself a raise just by doing that. Okay, you've just been able to increase the number of people that you see per day by taking education out and letting them know, hey, go to this website or take this class or read this book, and you'll get the information that you need in order to see me on your next visit. The second strategy is to sell other people's informational products to your existing patients. So you can do that the same way that I just said above, where you take the information piece out and you give it to them outside of it so that they can look at outside the treatment room. And the way that you make money doing this is by having an affiliate partnership with those other people with their products. And I'll show you ways that you can do that. You can also have guest experts come and create products for you. And there's a way to do that. It's not very hard. A third way that you can diversify your income is by having a coaching program. So there are different ways to do this, but you could do it online or offline. So you could have a coaching program where you teach people the information that you would normally do in a treatment room, and you do it over steps, over a course of several weeks. And these can be live meetings, or you can record them and they can just be left online. And so that they're what we call evergreen. They're just there for people whenever they need them or want them. And you can also do them offline. So you can periodically have a space that you go to, a retreat, and you can have a seminar. And so that all your patients that are dealing with one specific problem, we'll use fertility as an example because it's such an easy one and it's a common one, is you could have all your patients that are in a specific, it could just be all women, and then you could have one for all men, or you could have for couples. So you can change the way you do it all kinds of different ways, but you could do the same thing for patients with fibromyalgia, or you could do an information seminar coaching program for people with migraine headaches, or for patients who have insomnia. So there's all kinds of different reasons that you can have a coaching program. And then the fourth way is that you can add an online store to your website. Now, I already talked about FullScript and Wellevate. There are a lot of other ones, and I should really have, if I can get some specific information from acupuncturists who have these amazing herbal prescription sites, I'd like to support them and put those up here too. But you can use your professional recommendations and prescriptions to give your patients places to go to purchase herbs, supplements, and that kind of stuff. But you can also use your same personal recommendations for those patients to go to Amazon or specialty stores, and you can add links to those sites as long as you are and have an affiliate relationship with those specialty stores. So I'm going to teach you all the granular nitty-gritty stuff and how you do this stuff, but I just want you to see some of the broad categories for strategically planning how to diversify your income. So again, the first is sell your own information products, and I'm going to show you a super easy way to create information products. You could sell other people's information products, so you don't have to do all the work, just leverage off of their work by having an affiliate partnership with them, or you can create that product by just having a guest expert come in, record the information, and then you have a product. You can have a coaching program where you lead them through over a specific period of time, how to get from point A to point B, how to achieve a certain goal, or how to overcome a certain problem. And the fourth way is to have an online store that people have access to 24/7 if they need or want a product, and you can refer your patients to that store, or they can just land on your site and they can go to that store and purchase that product. So those are the four kind of general strategies or categories, and I will cover the how-to in some other videos. So just to clarify this, I'm going to also talk about the two different categories of hands-on income, which is what we do face-to-face with people. And I want to contrast that with what I call hands-off income and what I believe is missing from most acupuncturists and their business. And I think this is what can make the biggest difference in your practice. So the hands-off income, which is sometimes referred to as passive income streams, I don't like to call it that because that gives the impression that, you're just sitting around passively twiddling your thumbs and you're just making money. Now, that can happen. I've been very fortunate where that does happen for me, but it's only because I have put in shitloads of time and work in creating the pathway to get to that hands-off passive income. But in the beginning, it is work. And so, as I stated before, this work can be courses that you create. This is digital information in the form of ebooks or videos. It can be created by other people in the forms of affiliate partnerships, again, their products or recommendations or reviews, or it can be special events. So I am going to go through in great detail how you can create these things and how you can line them up and how you want to strategically look at these things. So let me just go back to our, let's go back to our outline here. So right now I'm still here, diversification of income. I've covered some of this because you can see that what you know is so crucial to helping people, but I'm going to go into this just a little bit more detail because I really want you to see how valuable the knowledge is that you have and how to separate that from your skills. Then we're going to go into leveraging and creating systems and strategic planning. But this is one of the things that I think you all are waiting for, and that is, this used to be 5 ways, but it's actually probably 7. But I'm going to go through 6 specific ways that you can add online income, and some of them you can do today. Like, you don't have to wait to create stuff. So that's where we're headed. Still have a lot more content to get through, and as in everything that I do, if you have questions, please post them underneath each of the different videos so that I can get notified, and I'll come in and I will do my best to answer your questions. All right, see you in the next video.